We haven't moved even a single inch from where we started out, have we?
Look, the bridge is a hole again.
If you ask me, the bridges are still whole. We've landed in a time when this whole place was still completely intact. We've travelled back in time.
Do you really think so?
Uh-oh, here comes company.
They look like soldiers.
Don't panic. Let's find out what they want.
I must have fainted. Where are we now? Brent? Brent, are you there? Nothing. Damn, where am I? Looks like a kitchen.
From the looks of things, I'm guessing that you got away pretty lightly, as it seems like Halligan was the one who had the crap beaten out of him. Now this definitely looks like a kitchen to me.
Oh, a book full of medieval recipes. The Medieval Book of Recipes. Let's see what it says.
Alright, what's going on here? Is this supposed to be emulating Old English? But if they're translating it into modern English, then this seems pretty pointless. They're trying something different, I guess. A clear god? Pate of Fisk, which I am guessing is pate of fish.
Storage barrels. They're empty. Pair of scales. They're broken.
They don't look broken to me. It seems like they're missing a piece here.
There are a lot of cast iron pans hanging on that wall. That's a wooden bowl.
What on earth is this?
These jugs smell good. There must be herbs or spices in them.
There are herbs and spices in them indeed. We can't take them from the top or bottom shelf, but we can take them from the middle shelf.
These are just some old books. A scale made of copper.
I am going to make a note of these because it can get rather confusing later on.
This weed feels strange, almost like a sponge.
Right, so we have a spongy one.
That smells of aniseed. Those leaves are sort of fleshy. Maybe they come from a herbaceous plant. This herb smells of cinnamon. Dried leaves. I don't know which plant they come from. A weed, or maybe a herb. It smells of menthol.
There we go.
A large cauldron. There's some liquid in it.
It will become a lot more clearer later on why I'm making a note of these. And it's more about making life easier on yourselves and myself. As you can see, they're not exactly vastly different from each other.
The water in the bowl is absolutely clear. Looks like there's been a feast here recently. These lads seem to be pretty violent. Weapons.
I'm guessing that these lads are the ones that captured us.
I can't take one of these. They'd kill me on the spot.
Hey! Stop! You've no business going down there. Do you hear? What have we here then? Look, John. The Danish whore's woken up.
Danish? How dare you?
Point 1, I'm not a whore. Point 2, I'm not Danish.
Do you hear that? She's got a sharp tongue in her head. If you're not Danish, what are you?
That's none of your business.
Oh, isn't it? You and your friend just come strolling into our kingdom right from the forbidden place, and it's none of our business to know who you are. Is that it?
You have no right to hold us here. We're just harmless travellers. Let us go.
Ah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You two are staying right here until you've told us what your mission is and when the invasion is due to begin.
What invasion, damn it? I know nothing of an invasion, and neither does Brent.
You know very well what I'm talking about. The next Danish invasion. But I promise you this. This time, King Ethelred will be ready. We will slaughter you the moment you set foot on English soil.
Listen to me. I am Dr. Melanie Turner from... Oh, that would probably be too complicated for you, I suppose.
Complicated? What kind of a word do you call that then? Stop talking Danish to me, girl.
Danish? Whatever gave you that idea?
Save your breath, woman. This isn't the first time we found Danish spies around here. And that ridiculous, childish disguise of yours isn't gonna help you either.
Yes, I suppose I must look strange to you, but I can explain.
There's no need for that. We know all about you. Your king's preparing for another invasion, and you're the spies of his vanguard. But I'm sure your strange friend will soon tell us what we need to know. Until then, you'll stay in here to keep us a little company.
Ah, company. And what exactly do you call company?
You'll soon find out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
If you dare touch me, I swear I'll scratch your eyes out.
And I swear that unless your friend tells us the truth about what you two are doing here, you will die, both of you.
We're looking for a Druid order.
Druids? That proves it. You're conspiring with British heathens against our king. But you may depend upon it that King Ethelred's revenge will be terrible.
King Aethelred. Which one? There's been a few.
But you must let us go. You've no idea how important this is.
Important? For your war, I suppose? Do you take me for a fool? Forget it, hussy. You two are staying right here with us. Now stop your grumbling. Get in the kitchen, Danish woman. Tidy up and get us something to drink.
Oh, just leave me alone, you bastards. I've always found pictures of wars revolting.
How do you feel about pictures of revolts?
I've always found pictures of wars revolting.
Yes, you mentioned that.
I might have guessed. The door's locked. Ugh, a spittoon. There's a leather pouch hanging from that chair.
Forget it, my girl.
What are you staring at me for? Never seen a woman before?
What she mean, Thomas?
She means you're a fool, John. Now what is it? Where are drinks, damn it?
I couldn't find any wine or meat in the kitchen.
What? John, you numbskull. I thought I told you to go to the market and buy some provisions.
Why me, blast it? Let her go, the lazy so-and-so.
Do you want her to escape? What a fool you are.
Don't call me a fool.
Then don't be a fool. Then I won't call you one.
I said, don't call me a fool.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
What do you want me to get you?
I don't care. Damn it. Think of something. Bring us something to drink. Bring us tea. We'll go and buy some provisions when we've finished interrogating your friend.
When'll that be? I'm hungry.
John, just shut up, will ya?
I could offer you something other than tea.
Oh? What's that?
A love potion by my own recipe.
Oh? Well, that doesn't sound too bad. Perhaps you're not so much of a cow as I thought you were.
Perhaps. To be honest, I've always had a soft spot for men who know what they want.
Hey, I like that. Why don't you just come a little closer?
All right.
What'd you make of that, John? The girl's quite tame, really.
What wonderful equipment you have, soldier.
Yes, isn't it just? And it's all been christened with the blood of my enemies. Take a good look, if you like, and then bring me that potion you were talking about.
You'll have to be patient. I must brew it first.
Well, we could start with brewing this potion, but before I do, there is something that we need. Now, even though we haven't actually done anything in this room, as soon as we return to this room, there's going to be a change, hopefully.
John! Celebrations are due! Our pay has arrived! 10 pieces of silver for each of us! 10 nice, polished pieces of silver at 1 ounce each. You again! What do you want now? I told you to hurry up and serve us!
There's something I need to ask you, and something I'd like to make clear.
Go ahead.
Who are you?
We are King Ethelred's soldiers. We protect his kingdom from scum like you.
Ethelred?
That's right. Ethelred II, the King of England.
Ah, that makes things a bit more clearer. Ethelred II, otherwise known as Ethelred the Unready, was king between 978 AD and 1013, and again from 1014 AD up until 1016, until the day he died. So at least we have a somewhat better idea of what era we are in.
What have you done to Brent?
Do you hear that, John? She wants to know what you did to the lad that was with her. Oh, the hussie's worried about him. You must like him a lot, eh? John, what did you do to the poor man?
I just chopped off his ears. He still don't look bad, though.
What? You monsters!
Now. John's in a good mood today. He always jokes around when he's in a mood like that. Your friend's unarmed. For the moment, anyway.
What are you going to do to him?
Unless he tells us what day your king's planning to start his invasion, he won't be feeling too good.
And he'll lose a few more body parts than just his ears. Depend on it.
Our king?
Yes, your king. The arch enemy of the English kingdom.
Where have you taken Brent?
You'd like to know that, wouldn't you? Don't worry. Your friend's in good hands. I'm sure he won't be too bored. The rats'll keep him company.
The rats'll keep him company.
Hey, you! Stop parroting every word I say, you fool.
Don't you call me a fool.
Very well.
Alright, we need one of these coins. One coin weighs an ounce, and if you remember from this cookbook, pretty much everything is measured in ounces. So let's steal a coin. Now, we need to remind ourselves how to make a love potion.
The medieval book of recipes. Let's see what it says.
We don't know how to make a love potion, but this does tell us how to make a sleeping drink. Two ounces of crimson, 1 ounce of golden, and 2 ounces of green from 1 ounce and 1 ounce. Right. Now let's get started. We need to use these scales. Oh, nope. Now we need to measure out an ounce of each of these herbs.
Right. That's exactly 1 ounce of the herb. Right. That's exactly 1 ounce of the herb. Right. That's exactly 1 ounce of the herb.
Yes, we need to do this for... Well, we don't really need to do this, as if you know what you're doing, then you can just go straight to the answer. But this is an adventure game, so we need to apply some adventure game logic to this.
Right. That's exactly 1 ounce of the herb.
And besides, I want to show off how to do this puzzle properly.
Right. That's exactly 1 ounce of the herb. Right. That's exactly 1 ounce of the herb.
Alright, so we have an ounce of each of these herbs. And the way we can tell what colour they are is by dipping them in this water. Why we can't just dump some into this water to test it out, I don't know. But again, it's adventure game logic for you. We need to make an ounce, then test it in the water.
A weed, or maybe a herb. It smells of menthol.
So this is the menthol, as you just have been told.
The weed turned the water whitish. Looks almost like milk.
And yes, we need to do this every single time.
Dried leaves. I don't know which plant they come from. Now the water is completely yellow.
There is our golden herb.
This weed makes the water turn red.
And there is our crimson herb.
Those leaves are sort of fleshy. Maybe they come from a herbaceous plant. This weed made the colour of the water change to a light brown. That smells of aniseed. The weed has made the water blue. This weed feels strange, almost like a sponge. This made the water turn purple.
Alright, that is all 6. So we have found our crimson and our golden herbs, but there is no green herb. But the instructions did say 2 ounces of green from 1 ounce and 1 ounce. So that implies that we need to make green out of 2 of the other herbs. And blue and yellow make green. So let's start with that. Blue is the aniseed.
Dried leaves. I don't know which plant they come from.
This is the yellow plant.
Right. That's exactly 1 ounce of the herb.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which order you put these herbs in, as long as you put the correct amount in there.
Now the water is completely yellow. This herb smells of cinnamon, a weed, or maybe a herb. It smells of menthol.
Oh yes, aniseed was this one.
Right. That's exactly 1 ounce of the herb.
I wrote down these herbs and the order they are in for a specific purpose, and I completely ignored my notes.
Now the water has become greenish.
Okay, so that is our green. Let's go with the final golden herb.
Right. That's exactly 1 ounce of the herb. Dried leaves. I don't know which plant they come from.
And I believe the last one is the cinnamon right here.
This herb smells of cinnamon.
Yeah, there we go. I was just making sure.
Right. That's exactly 1 ounce of the herb. Ugh, now it's turned into a brown slop.
Hold on, what's happened here? Hold on, it was 2 cinnamon, wasn't it? Ah, bollocks.
Right. That's exactly... This weed makes the water turn red. Right. That's exactly 1 ounce of the herb.
I apologise for wasting your time here.
Right. That's exactly 1 ounce of the herb. Right. That's exactly 1 ounce of the herb. Right. That's exact. The water in the bowl is absolutely clear.
There we go. So I was doing it correctly, I believe. I just forgot to put in 1 more cinnamon.
There. That ought to get you going.
It looks good anyway. What is it?
As I said, a love potion.
Bah! It doesn't taste all that good.
But it'll work. Just wait and see.
I should hope so, 'cause I'm getting tired. Very tired.
That should do it. Sweet dreams, my friends. I don't think it'll work like that.
Why not? Have you used keys before now?
No, not a chance.
Okay.
Brent?
Melanie! At last! I'm here! Over here!
Alright, in a minute.
I can't open it. I wonder what's in here.
I don't mind making your mistake here and there, but when it becomes one of the most time-consuming puzzles in the game, then it is a bit of an issue. Anyway, it's done now.
They certainly have enough weapons around here. Looks like King Ethelred is well prepared for an invasion. Not that it's any of my business. They're empty. At last? Wasn't I quick enough for you?
This really is one hell of a rat's nest. Where are we, anyway?
I think this is an outpost of the British Army. It seems a number of wars were fought in this area 1,000 years ago.
Great. That's simply wonderful, isn't it? Maybe we should have read a few history books before we came here. Where are the soldiers now?
Fast asleep. I made them a drink that seems to have had the desired effect.
Well done, Melanie. Now let's get out of here. Unlock the door.
Yes, of course, at once.
Alright, keep your knickers on.
Okay, now how do we get out of here?
The door's upstairs. But I've tried the key upstairs. It doesn't fit in the lock.
So what do we do now?
I've no idea.
Thanks for rescuing me, Melanie. Oh, you're welcome, Halligan.
Give me a hand with this crate, Brent. It's too heavy for me to shift on my own. Ah, just as I thought. Take a look at this, Brent. I thought there must be more than just the one way out of here. Looks like a secret passage. Pretty dark down there, isn't it?
Are you scared?
Scared? Nonsense. Come on, let's go.
Left or right? It really does not matter. It does seem like a maze, but it doesn't matter which way we go. The end result is the same.
Brent?
I'm here.
I can hardly see a thing.
Neither can I.
Maybe we ought to go back after all, don't you think?
Rubbish. There's no one here. Don't worry. We'll find the way out.
There's not a glimmer of light here anywhere, Brent.
Oh!
What was that? Are you still there? Brent? Brent, this isn't funny. Hello? Is that you, Brent?